it's go time. Happy to get to this point, and been a great camp. Team's at a really good spot, healthy for the most part, and guys have been practicing and showing up every day with a chip on their shoulder, ready to get rolling. And you can just sense the excitement and energy in the building with game one closing in. And take any questions wherever you guys want to get started.
Wes, I know you all held Trotter for a good bit of camp, just so the idea to get that hamstring better. Is he full go and everything went according to plan?
Yeah, he's ready to roll. He's one of those that you got to hold him back more so than encourage him to go. So he'll overextend himself, no doubt. But he's ready to go, and he's been practicing well. So no issues there.
Sitting here, your first weekly presser, where do you feel like you've changed the most as a defensive coordinator?
Yeah, I think just the confidence and command in the room, defensively, walking in every day, meeting room-wise, and just having the belief and trust in the players, just from a knowledge standpoint of how everything flows, recruiting, game plan preparation, practice preparation, all of those really feel comfortable from where we're at on my side of the ball. So excited to see what year two holds.
What's the part people don't see, don't recognize, don't understand about the role of DC that was maybe even a big challenge for you in taking over and learning in that first year?
Yeah, I mean, I think most people don't get to see the intensity at practice and my fire and passion for coaching and being around the guys on a daily basis. I love to have fun. I'm a pretty laid-back guy off the field, but in those meeting rooms and once we cross the lines, that intensity and fire ramps up. And, I coach my guys in my way, not somebody else's way, and I am who I am. But nobody wants to win and coach their guys and love their guys as much as I do.
To get into some of those fields, what's it like? Because your defense rallies around you. They come up here and talk very lovingly about you. What's it like to feel and to have that support around you from not only your coaches, your staff, but those kids as well?
I mean, that's the most important thing, is having the belief and trust in the locker room. And, it doesn't take them long to figure out if you're full of crap or you are who you say you are. And for them to have my back and belief and trust in how we're doing things, and just being approachable, hopefully they feel like they can ask and approach me and figure things out, and know that I'm there for them on a daily basis.
Is there a part looking back now where you're like, we always ask the players, like, was there a hit, was there a play where you were like, oh, I'm in it now? Was there a moment for you last year where you were like, I don't know, maybe that confidence shifted a little bit, or you were like, okay, this is my team, this is my defense, I have that full command, and that confidence just reached another level?
Yeah, I mean, heck, probably as bad as that day in Wake Forest is, to figure out a way to win that football game and get out of there with a win, I think, gave me some confidence to know that I can make adjustments and keep the guys composed and figure out a way to battle through the adversity. And then it just kind of went from there, I guess. But that was the first adversity that I faced from a playing standpoint.
Beginning with the quarterback, Duke's got some pretty good offensive firepower. Do you enjoy being tested in game one against a valid opponent?
Yeah, most definitely. I always like those big games starting out the season, and they got 19 starters returning. Obviously, a lot of experience offensively. Starts with the quarterback. He's a savvy guy, and just goes from there. Their left tackle, he's super talented, tough. And then running back wise, they got guys that have played a lot of ball. And Calhoun's a really dangerous receiver in the slot, and number 8. Got a lot of respect for him as well. But those guys are really well coached. Coach Johns does a great job as an offensive coordinator, and be a huge challenge, and we'll find out early where we're at defensively.
Wentz, having gone through a full season as defensive coordinator in the offseason, were there any other coaches or mentors that you went and picked their brain and talked to them about it?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously do professional development with the other guys and stuff, and I got like a handful of guys that I talk to probably 2 to 3 times a week, various places, younger guys that I've kind of grown up in the profession with and utilize on a daily basis. But yeah, definitely we take as much time in the off season to study ourselves and go study and meet with guys, and Zoom makes it easy. You know, COVID, we found out how easy it is to set up meetings and stuff like that. So we're constantly talking to numerous staffs around the country.
Who were some that helped you most this last offseason?
I mean, obviously, you know, we got the connection at Oklahoma, and then I got a handful of good buddies that I stay in contact with. So, but rather just keep that confidential, you know, out of respect for those guys.
Wes, obviously pass defense has been a big emphasis this offseason. Just how do you feel like the secondary is positioned headed into week 1 this year versus headed into week 1 last year?
Yeah, I think this training camp, I see guys playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of belief in themselves. Their technique is greatly improved. Just flying around, having fun, communicating, seeing all those things of progress that you hope to see.
You have 2 studs at defensive tackle in Rook and Tyler. And you could have just listed them as the starters and nobody would have blinked. But what did Peter Woods do, during the spring and the fall that really earned him a spot there as kind of a co-guy with those 2 guys?
Yeah, definitely. He earned the right to be listed that way, and that's how Coach Eason and the staff feels. But he showed up well beyond his years, obviously, and really talented. But just he's a grinder. He works really hard and plays with unbelievable effort. I think the effort separates him from a lot of people as well. But just on a daily basis, he's continued to earn that right to be listed that way.
A lot of younger guys like that, they early on maybe chase shadows a little bit, kind of unfamiliar with the speed of the college game. Did you ever see that out of him, or did he kind of come in with just this instinctive feel for where he's supposed to be on a given play?
Yeah, I mean, I think he showed up with way ahead of a lot of people for his age. Obviously, younger guys, you kind of have to keep them from trying to do too much. You know, sometimes they'll get antsy and get out of their gaps and want to do too much. But that's been the biggest thing, just having gap discipline with him, and slowing it down and making him understand how the big picture fits together with other guys around him instead of trying to make every play.
Wes, what's the most important thing you learned about your defense during camp over those 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I think the experience and leadership of that group really showed during camp every day. I think physicality and tackling wise greatly improved on a daily basis, technique and fundamentals. And I see guys playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of belief, understanding where their help is, and knowledge allows them to play a lot faster.
Any questions for Coach Goodwin from Zoom?
Yeah, sorry, this is Pete Billy at DAP. Hey, Wes. Justin was in here earlier telling us, he's 23 years old. Peter Woods is 18 years old. Is there a mentorship among your defenders and players on this team as we kind of cycle through this COVID eligibility situation where there's a gap in ages between your youngest and oldest players?
Yeah, definitely. I think we have a very unselfish team who pour into the younger guys, And they know that that's their responsibility, that long after they're gone, they want to see Clemson do extremely well. And they take guys under their wings. You've seen it over the years. Most recently, going back to 2018, Christian Wilkins, Dexter, those guys did the same thing with younger guys, Tyler Davis, and Rook, all those guys, XT, Maskell, pouring into the younger guys. You see it from my room as well. Walk down the halls at 12 o'clock today or whenever, here in 15 minutes or so, you'll see younger guys in there meeting with older guys and them pouring into them and just teaching them about the game of football defensively, scouting report stuff. And it's really cool to see.
There's almost nothing left for you guys to do.
Except screw it up, right?
Wes, there's been so much talk about the new rule change with not the stoppage of the clock after first down, how it affects offense. Do you see having any effect on you on the defensive side of the thing? I mean, they're talking about having maybe as 20 less plays per game when you combine both teams. Does it have any effect on you defensively to maybe, okay, after a first down, maybe there was that little bit, okay, extra little bit of time and you don't get that?
No, I don't think so. Operationally, we're used to seeing no huddle tempo offenses, so I don't think that would change much from that standpoint.
Got time for one more if anybody has one.
Could you refresh us on, in terms of box feel, what you and Mickey did last year? You're going to stick to that this year in terms of where you guys physically are?
Yeah, last year he was in the box, and he communicates down and distance, formation, that sort of thing, and relays that to me, and obviously is a set of eyes, on breakdown and what went wrong, what we're doing well, that sort of thing, any kind of issues that we need to correct.
What do you like about being down there physically on the field?
I think just with the tempo offenses and stuff, being able to control the game and signal and get the play call in versus having to go through another guy signaling, I think it just helps from that standpoint. And then, if you're getting in a check with me game or whatever, you can control the game, whether you want to check or whatnot from there. So, but I think it just makes it easier, takes one less piece out of the communication process.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Glad to hear